Action.
Oh, fits like a glove. Hey, boy!
The Gouligans show is being shot in a warehouse in Farmingdale. We got a look behind the scenes on the set and found that the three young men behind the masks are really three close friends from Long Island who followed their dreams into TV and film production.
The label we go by is Monster Comedy Gang. It's sort of a collective group of performers where, you know, all we think about is horror comedy, that's it.
There was something missing in the horror world where there was no more real fun to be had with monsters. Kind of like we grew up with Nick at Night, the Munsters, the Addams Family. There was just so much opportunity there for comedy. So we figured that we would do a modern type of horror comedy TV show.
People our age, like people who grew up watching the Cartoon Network and Adult Swim type of shows, like really weird, far out, colorful. But like, you know, people with kids, they can watch it too, because like there's a lot of pop cultural references.
They formed their production company in 1997 and have been creating films and TV shows ever since.
None of us went to film school, and this was our film school. Doing the Gouligans, doing the Slack Pack. That's how we learned through our mistakes, through our successes. That's where we learned how to make TV shows and films.
Whether it's for commercial use or mainstream, we don't know. Whether it'll work in that venue or arena, we don't know. But one thing for sure is that we're creating, and that's what's I'm most passionate about as one of the leaders of this is the creation of it.
And they say the creation of the Gouligans is a real work of passion and dedication on their part.
We all have jobs where we work Monday through Friday, and then Friday night to Sunday night, we're back in the studio, you know, filming, and then Monday morning, we're working. You're
doing what you dreamt you should be doing all week, and you're doing it on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And there's really nothing like it. Nothing can equal the feeling you get when you realize that you're doing a monster comedy show.
That's what I treasure the most, is the times we have shooting it, being together, having the fun of it, and basically living a dream for the time that we're doing it.
Now, if you've watched the show, you know that the real Gouligans castle is located in Transylvania, USA. But here at a warehouse in Farmingdale, they've built a full-scale mock-up of the Gouligans' living room.
Yeah, it's inspired by like other TV shows and monster movies that we grew up watching, like the Universal movies, Frankenstein and Dracula, Wolfman. So yeah, this is the cheap version. You know, we're not rich men, so this is the cheap version. I mean, it cost a pretty penny for average Joes like us, but this is what you could do with imagination and a lot of ingenuity and hammers and nails in a Home Depot down the road.
The first Gouligans episodes were shot in 2006, and the show has only grown since then. They say their next miniseries is going to be the biggest and best ever.
Some of the adventures we go on in the new miniseries are very much ambitious. We go to Egypt and uncover the mummy's tomb. We land on an island filled with Amazon women. Episode 4, our vampire episode. I mean, you know, it's chock full of vampires, chock full of monsters. I think at one point on this set, we had a record-breaking number of monsters characters in makeup. I think it was 14 monsters in total. So we get very ambitious with the stories, very creative, and they're very much a good time.
The new series is set to be released sometime next year. Meanwhile, for more information about the show and to check out some current episodes, you can go to thegouligans.com. In Farmingdale, on the set of The Gouligans, Collora reporting.